Mannheim Central parents. My name is Carol Schoenbaum, and I am your learner's 8th grade math teacher. Thank you so much for listening to this presentation. I hope that it will give you some insights into how our math class works and what is expected of your child this year. Just to tell you a little bit about myself, I am married and I have 4 daughters. Their ages are 21, 20, 18, and 14. My older 3 daughters all attend Penn State and main campus, so it's been a little bit of an adjustment this year, getting used to all of them being away at school. My youngest daughter is just a year older than your learner. She's a freshman in high school. This is my 6th year at Mannheim Central. I have done some long-term subs in 6th grade, and I spent 2 years in 7th grade, and this is my 2nd year in 8th grade. Previously, before I had kids, I also taught high school math for 8 years. So I know where your learners have been in terms of their curriculum and the skills that they need moving forward into the future. Our curriculum this year has a lot of algebra in it to prepare your learner next year for the High School Algebra 1 course. We have expressions and equations for our first unit. Then we move on to the number system, exponents, linear relationships, functions, systems of equations, and then we finish off the year with geometry and statistics. In terms of grading, our grading scale is weighted in 8th grade. Tests are worth 60% of the student's grade, quizzes are 30%, and homework and classwork is 10%. Something that's very important for me to mention to you is that quizzes and tests may be retaken after students have made test corrections or quiz corrections, done some remediation work, and proven to me that they can do better. So a lot of times parents will come to me and say, well, can they retake a test or quiz? The answer is yes. That's some important information for you to know. My goal for this year is to help your learner to learn everything that they need to in 8th grade math. And we're not competing for valedictorian here. So if it takes them seeking some help in retaking things, then I'm all for it. I already sent you in the Some More newsletter home a list of all the supplies that are needed. I just wanted to tell you about a few of those things. First of all, the binder is just to keep the work organized. And the spiral notebook is important this year because we have so many learners that are online and working from home, and we're trying to eliminate passing things out to learners to avoid spreading more germs. We're having all the learners put all their work into a spiral notebook and keeping it organized there. So that is something that is important. Obviously, they need to bring a pencil, their laptop charged, because all the work is going to be on the laptop. And if they could have a pair of earbuds and a whiteboard and dry erase marker, that would be awesome. This year, we are not really passing out supplies, and so it helps if the learners can bring their own. The technology that we use in class is how I want to finish off my video here to you tonight. First of all, we use Schoology heavily. All work and daily agendas is going to be posted in Schoology, so everything can be viewed there, and I will take you through that in a minute. We also use 2 other programs to practice and review math skills throughout the year. They are Get More Math and IXL. IXL is a program where a student practices one specific skill at a time, and they have to try to reach a mastery score. I count these skills as homework because they are practicing a skill. Get More Math is another program that we use that is awesome for reviewing all of the curriculum that we cover throughout the year, and it really does help with retention as we move throughout the year. So let me go ahead and get started showing you the first piece of technology, our Schoology page. So whether you are on your account or your learner's Schoology account, what you want to do to access our Schoology page is look for this math symbol that is in the upper left-hand corner. You want to look for that. When you click on that, or you click up on courses at the top and you get to our math course, this is what you will see. So at the very top, I have some Math 8 class information. So this is a video, first of all, that describes how the class works and grading. That was made for the learners. This next link here takes you to the Some More that was sent out to you previously at the beginning of the school year, right before it started. I have a couple little tips here for learners. One is how to communicate with me, because we found back in March that students didn't really know how to ask the teacher a question, so we put some little tips in there and some notebook organization tips also. Just below that, There are some quick links. Some are very helpful for our course. First of all, the Zoom. If they click on this icon here, then they can join me on Zoom. I have office hours on Wednesdays, so that's the way they would join me for that. There is a scientific calculator here, so if they do not have their own calculator, that is an option for them, as well as also asking me to kind of borrow one for the year. Here's a link to the 2 programs I mentioned previously, Get More Math and IXL, and the other links are things that we use at school for like hall passes and scheduling appointments with administration. Just below that, I have the Unit 1 homework. As I said, this year, we are putting all of the work in a spiral notebook, so this is just kind of like their book, and then all the work they're going to put in their notebook. Right below that are daily agendas. So sometimes I will have parents message me and say, my child's absent, what do they need to do? It can all be found in the daily agenda folder. So if you click on this week's, for instance, this is what will appear. And the very first slide that you see right in here is an overview of the entire week. And all the learner needs to do to get to each day is to go over to the left-hand side and click on the day. So they know how to do this. So for instance, if I click on this one right here, this is what we did on Tuesday. It has a list of everything that we completed. Here's Wednesday. I have the office hours listed over here, and I have the different tasks that need to be completed on a checklist that we are working on. So the daily agenda is the place you want to go when you want to find out what is happening in class. So that's very important for you to know also. Just below the daily agenda folder is our assignments folder. This is where I put links to copies of things that learners may need. For instance, at the top we have our digital notebook for Unit 1. They will make a copy of that, put that in their Google Drive. We have a link to a checklist that we're going to be working on the next couple of weeks, and again, that will be put into their Google Drive. And then these are all videos listed below it and some few assignments. They're all housed here in this assignments folder. We have an assessments folder where I have some quizzes and some tests that will be, and that's basically the setup of our Schoology page. One more thing, off to the right-hand side, I do have a calendar with some important dates, like when quizzes are coming or their asynchronous learning days are going to be taking place. And one final thing that I forgot to mention, if you look at along the top bar of the Schoology page, there is a little envelope. Your learner, if they want to message me, they can just click right there and send me a message to ask me a question. So that's an important feature that you should be aware of also. Finally, I just wanted to point out to you 2 of our other pieces of technology that I mentioned and just kind of show you what they look like. So if your learner talks about them, you'll have an idea what they're doing. Right in front of you is a slide of our program called Get More Math. Get More Math, what I usually do is have them try to work through a certain new skill that I've assigned and earn a certain number of points. We also have competitions throughout the year for learners to gain points. We have a lot of rewards and like class and school competitions. And this is an example of what the screen may look like. There are squares across the top. If they have a dollar sign and they answer it correctly on the first try, they earn a point. As learners keep answering the same questions correctly over and over again, the colors of the squares will change from red to yellow to green, and they eventually turn black and silver and so on, which means they are mastering the skills, and not only just mastering them in that moment, but retaining the information over a long period of time, and that is the goal. So that's just a little example of what our Get More Math program looks like. The IXL program, again, is more specific to one skill. So it'll give them a question, there's just one answer, and it'll keep asking them the questions on that same skill, and they'll proceedingly get a little bit harder as they go. What I do for the IXL skills is I try to have the students, for most skills, get to a mastery score of 80. As learners answer questions correctly, they earn points, and if they miss them, they lose points. So it has to be a continual improvement until their mastery score is 80. And I do count that as a homework assignment. Now, I know that as a parent, when I sit through a back-to-school night, one of the main things that I want to hear from the teacher is, will they be there to help my child if they need it? And so I want you to know that anytime you have any questions or any concerns, please send me a message. My email information is shown on the screen. And I just would like you, as soon as if you ever hear a problem or your learner's expressing some frustration or concerns, please reach out to me right away so we can nip it in the bud. I am here for your learner. I want them to message me. I want them to ask me questions, and I want them to have a great math experience, because I know that so many great careers need an awesome math foundation. And so I want them to love math like I love math. Thank you so much for listening to this video. I really appreciate you taking the time and investing this time in your learner. And I hope you have a great evening. Thank you.